when your father died, we grieved together, you know? And I think that's how it should be, because we laugh together, we cry together. But people like, I don't know if I've told you this before, people like Marilyn, you know, she never spoke to her children about Billy because she thought it would upset them, and they've never spoken to her about Billy because they think it will upset her. So it's absolutely ridiculous. People are sort of grieving for the same person but not mentioning their name.
So how would you like to be remembered?
As a fucking idiot.
Well, you are a fucking idiot, we all know that, but how would you like to be remembered?
Well, like, in what way do you mean be remembered? I don't know what you mean.
When I ask that question, what comes into your mind?
I cannot be remembered. It's not how I can say I should be remembered. In everybody's mind, I will be remembered totally different in every individual's mind.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I can't say, oh, I'd like to be remembered for this or for that, because I don't even know what I'm like. I told you, we all know.
Well, I keep telling you, you're a fucking idiot.
And we all know the other person better than the person knows herself. So I don't know myself very well. You know me better than I know myself. So, but I think if I come across people as being kind, I think that's all.
Yeah, but do you think a lot of people will look at you as if you've been kind to them?
Well, I hope so.
I already know the answer, but I want it from your perspective.
I hope so. You don't.
Well, I know so.
No one knows, but
I know.
Hope so. And I hope.
What do you mean you hope?
And I hope in my life.
All the good you do for everybody, Mother.
No, and the other thing I always hope that I've been is fair.
See, I wouldn't agree with that.
Not as opposed to dark.
You try to be fair, but sometimes you fucked it up.
No, that's the one thing I do, try and be fair always. Well, I hope I'm trying.
No, you try and be fair, but look, I try and be fair, but I mess it up as well.
When?
Well, well, at least 3 times a day, maybe, something like that.
Oh.
We're lucky, aren't we, Mum?
We're very lucky.
Why are we lucky, Mum?
Well, I think we're lucky, all of us, to have each other and to appreciate each other, not just for one side of them, but for the whole, you know. We
take the rough with the smooth, don't we?
And we take each other as a whole, not bit by bit, and I think that's why we're lucky.
And on the whole, we're all 99% good.
Well, some of us are.
Well, apart from Drew the Golden Child, who's 99% bad, but we won't go into that.
That's right.
So when that dreadful day comes, not for you because you'll be going to a better place, but when that dreadful day comes for your 4 boys, what do you want us to do?
Well, I just want you to remember me.
How could we forget you?
You know, just remember that, you know, we've had such a good time, really, all our lives. You know, we've fallen out at times, but we will always stick together, and we've always had a lot of fun. There was always a lot of laughter in this house, always. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
But I do remember that you kids growing up, and there still is an awful lot of laughter in this house, no matter who comes here. If you boys are here, no matter who comes here, there's always a lot of laughter in this house.
Absolutely.
And I think I told you before, every time I was pregnant, it didn't bother me at all whether the child would have any disabilities. The one thing I always
Can you just leave Drew out of it for 1 minute? I know he's the golden child, Christ.
The thing I always prayed for was that you would all have a good sense of humour. And the funny thing is, all of you do have a good, and that's not a pun, but all of you have a good sense of humour. And slightly different, everyone is slightly different.
Do you think sense of humor is learned or
no, I think it's
it's in you?
Yes, I think it's a part of your
DNA, really. It's not-
your personality, and because I think the personality is established from the time conception takes place, and this is why nurture will never overcome nature. Because if it was nurture all the time, we'd be like clones. Every brother and sister would be like a clone.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that's the reason, because
No,
not everybody nurtures everybody the same way, do they? So
Sorry?
not everybody nurtures everybody the same
No,
way. So
no.
you're not going to be like clones, yeah.
Well, they would in the families. Each family would be like cloned, wouldn't they?
Would they? Do you know something about the future that I don't know? What's going on?
No, if it was the way you were brought up, because like in a family, children are brought up mostly like the same. It varies slightly, but very, very slightly. But the way you bring up a child, you try and bring all your children up that way. So if it was due to nurture, you would all be like clones.
I see.
You
Yeah.
and Rob and Pete.
Well, there's not many people who have 4 children. Sort of 2.2 is the average, or whatever it is. So, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying the head of the household, which is Mr. Robert Smith.
This is why they say that nurture will never overcome nature. You can modify it to a degree, but as I said before, I think your personality is established from the time conception takes place.
Yeah. But you said you only had intercourse 3 times.
No, I didn't. I said, thank God I only had intercourse 4 times.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about the golden job. What's the chances?
I love it.
You love all of us.
Well, I love it. I love you and your ridiculous nonsense.
So when we have to put you into that flame and send you to the better place,
well, I hope I'm going.
Let's give you 3 songs. What songs would you like us to play? Because you got so many songs you love. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
I'm not going to go down that road because I am not a controller, and I certainly am not going to try and control something after I've gone. I think that whoever is mourning the person should do it in their way.
Yeah, but then there's going to be a bun fight, isn't there, between the 4 boys, isn't it? Because we've all got different songs that we relate to you.
Well, all of you put one each. Whatever your
What
best...
part of 3 songs in your grasping?
The thing is, each put whatever song you feel represents me or represents your relationship with me or whatever.
Don't tempt me.
Damn.
You nearly got me there. You nearly sucked me into your trap. I can see exactly what you're doing. But do you think you're a beautiful person? A beautiful person?
Well, I don't think the things are that. I don't think that at all. I mean,
what do you think you are then, Mum? What do you think your legacy is going to be?
4 boys, I suppose.
What sort of boys?
I don't think I've done much to change the world.
Well, take the boys from top to bottom. I think you probably have, actually, but take them from top to bottom. Let's go with the head of the household, Mr. Robert Duncan Smith. Let's start with that clown. What do you think of him?
What do you mean, do I think of him?
Not of him, but, how do you see Robert Duncan Smith?
Well, I don't know, really. I mean, Robert is Robert, isn't he?
He's a beautiful guy, though, isn't he? He's a hard worker. I know that for a fact. His head down, off he goes.
But all you boys are hard workers. All you boys have got a really good sense of humour. All you boys have got plenty of friends, and each circle of friend merges with the 4, so that it's quite a lot of friends. And I know for a fact that every one of you boys would never walk on the other side of the road if anybody needed help. I know that for a fact.
I agree with that.
Thank God.
So coming back to Robert Duncan Smith,
Look,
the yellow belly, who was born in Lincolnshire.
I'm not going into individual sort of things.
How much do you love him?
Look, I love you all. It's dearly. I mean, I love all of you the same. If somebody said to me, I'm going to shoot you if you don't tell me just your most favourite, they'd have to shoot me, because I love you children. I treat you all differently because you're all different personalities. And I expect different things from you because you're all different personalities. But when it comes to love, I love you all equally, and I could never say I love one more than the other. I never ever.
But you do
say-
understand that it might have taken a while, but we all understand that now.
Well,
We all understand that.
Well, I
we know that now. I was probably I was probably a slow learner
I
on
think
that.
3 out of 4 always understood
No,
it.
I've got it.
Good, thank God for that.
Now is not the time to pick on the Scorpio. He's got a tail.
But don't forget, my moon sign is Scorpio as well. I was trying to look out that book for Wendy before she goes to, and then you'll be able to work it out for yourselves.
Right, so to sign off, do you want to give a personal message? We'll do them from top to bottom. Obviously, Drew's the bottom feeder.
No,
Rob is the kingfisher diving in there.
no, I've got no.
Do you want to give them one message to each of them?
No, well, my message to you all, individual and in a group, is just love each other and look after each other.
We always will.
That's all.
Do you know what? That's about the only thing I can guarantee you.
Well, there you
That
go.
will always happen.
There you go.
I love you, man.
Dearly.
More than dearly. More than you will ever know.
What's that thing I always say to you?
You are loved more.
No, I love you more than words can tell. And all you boys, thank God.
I'm just finishing off with a joke, so it's light-hearted at the end, then, darling. You're here all week, so go on, let's have it. What's your best joke?
I haven't got a joke.
Come on, Mum. I told you, you gotta leave them smiling.
Thank God I never had a Roger.
Roger the cabin boy.
Well, no, Roger the Dodger. Because I've forgotten the bloody thing now. Oh God, I've forgotten.
Do you know what? You're so beautiful. It's unbelievable.
I've forgotten that down. There was an old woman called Nod who thought all children came from God. But it wasn't the Almighty that lifted her 90. It was Roger the Lodger, the sod.
Dirty bastard. We love you, Mum. Bye.